Hello and welcome to the Nathan Markley Show. And now your host, Nathan Markley.
Let's do a little housekeeping, then we get to the main topic, which is, anyways, an update on my YouTube videos. So, if you remember, when I first started uploading videos, again, not daily vlogs, but vlogs, I said I was going to do it twice a week, not every week, twice a week for the whole year on my 29th year, my last year on my 20s. Document a video diary documenting my 29th year, my last year on my 20s. However, I quickly realized and noticed that I really haven't got much content to create a really good quality video vlog for twice a week. So I decided to do it once a month, and I did once a month for 4 months on my vlog number 4, and I started getting a couple content. I got some good content, but I still find that I'm lacking some content to make a really good quality video, movie, vlog. So, but from this point forward, all my vlogs and videos I upload are movies. When I say a movie, I mean a vlog or a video. Alright? So, yeah. So what I decided to do, because I want to make good quality content, movies, and once a month, I get good content, but I don't feel like there's great content. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to upload. I'm on vlog number 4. I'm going to do vlog number 5, right? And I'm going to upload one more vlog for my 29th year, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do after my 29th year. I am going to film from January to September. However, I'm not going to upload the videos and that video until September. This way I can make a really nice, long movie and capture just quality content. And I feel like collecting all this film and footage through 9 months now. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, 8 months. January. Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's say 9 months because of January. So, yeah. So right now, the vlogs, the movies are going to be on a standstill, on hold. I'm not going to upload until September. And then I'll figure out when I'm going to do that. This way I can really focus on the quality of the movie and not just upload good. I'm going to make best quality movies. Not good. Okay. Movies. So, yeah. I'm still going to document my 29 year, my last year of my 20s, to my 30th birthday. But just not every month or twice a week now. Just one more video, one more movie. Yeah. So, alright, moving on to the next housekeeping item. I want to add a goal that I want to talk about, and I realized that I think this is something I should do, and something I should actually talk about, because this is kind of a fun goal, and it'd be a challenge for me, because I don't like reading. Goal number 8. If you don't know what's in my goals, go listen to episode 3 of the Nathan Markley Show podcast. I talk about my goals for 2020. But anyways, goal number 8 for 2020 is to read 20 books in 2020. I'm calling it 20 in 2020. 20 in 2020. So 20 books, 2020. I'm going to read 20 books in 2020. I already have 3 books currently. One book I have right here I'm currently reading, I'm going to talk about very shortly. This is the main content. And the other two books are kind of course books, class books for this coming class. But what I want to do, it's kind of like interesting. I think if I knew about the book, I'll probably read it. And then there's two books over there that I want to read. 3 books over there that I want to read. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, there's more. Speaking of books, I am currently doing one of my goals, which is goal number 6. I am reading the Security Plus book, Get Certified, Get Ahead, SY0501 Study Guide by Darryl Gibson. I think his name? Yeah. So my goal is to get Security Plus certified. This is one of the many good IT certifications that people recommend. Actually, the Department of Defense, DoD, the federal government, CIA, NSA, pretty much any federal government you work for. If you do any technology or cybersecurity or whatever, they recommend you get into Security Plus. Actually, it's a requirement for Department of Defense people who do technology stuff to be Security Plus certified. And Security Plus is by CompTIA. So I actually took a class on this. Well, one of my security classes was based off this exam, but not this 501. It was 401. So I have to study the 501 because 401 is retired. I am not even halfway done. I already registered for the exam. I had my work pay for it, which is nice. And I got a student discount, which is also great. I got a little more than 50% off. I think like 60% off or 62% off or something like that. It was a really good discount. And which leads me to why I want to talk about today. I want to talk to you about my study habits, or how I study. And I think I'm going to call this episode 4, Autism Study Habits or Autism Study Skills. I don't know. Leave a comment. Facebook Live. Comment what I should name this podcast. So there's a few things that I find that works well for me to study. Now, what works well for me might not work well for you. Especially if you do have autism or you know someone with autism, it may not work for them. However, it may do. It may does. Oh, it may do. It may work. Whatever. That's what I want to say. I've tried so many things to help me study, and I actually, truthfully, I did an episode. I think it's episode 2. About Evernote, right, and typing everything down. And truthfully, I find that if I type something down on the computer, on my phone, I don't remember it easily as if I write it down in a notebook. So I've got these notebooks, Moleskin, and they're, don't want to show you they're just blank pages. No lines. So much easier. No lines, no line paper, this blank. Look at all that page, all that canvas. So much room to write things down. And I remember things better if I write it down. And I think it's because I'm writing it, and then I'm also thinking. I'm thinking what I have to write, and I'm writing it. So, yeah. So if you're typing it, you're just typing it. So actually writing, you're actually going through the motions. So the good old-fashioned paper and pen. I don't have a pen over here. I should get a pen. Do I have a pen in my drawer? I don't have a pen in my drawer. So this is still good. So, that's one thing I changed. Instead of typing everything out, I actually deleted my Evernote. So again, I'm not going to use this. I'm going back to pen and paper, or pencil paper, whatever you want to call it. And I've been writing things down. The other thing, too, I'm studying, I'm going to use Security Plus as an example because I'm currently studying for something. and I kind of do this for a lot of my classes, is I'm a visual learner. Like, I have to see something to learn it. So I've tried Kindle books. Reading Kindle books are okay, but I like holding a book. For some reason, I love holding a book. And I never noticed this before, but thinking back when I was younger, I always used to, like, in the library, or even at, like, in third grade in elementary school, I always, like, take books, or, like, in elementary school, we had, like, newspaper. You know, like, scholastic newspaper things I used to have that. I used to collect them. I didn't really read them. because I have really trouble reading. I've gotten better over the years, but I will flip through them. But I always like having a book or those papers like that. And actually, well, this doesn't smell. I love the smell of the new books too. But I always like having a physical thing, holding it. Something about that I love. So, I actually returned a couple Kindle books. This was a Kindle, and I felt like I really can't use this in Kindle, so I bought the book. I returned the Kindle version, bought this, and I find it much more better. And I can actually easily highlight stuff. I have to get a highlighter because there's some stuff I have to highlight in this book. Highlight and circle and write on it. I think that's what it is. I can actually write on it. And Kindle, I can't really write. I can highlight it. It's really difficult to highlight in a Kindle or type something in. But yeah. And all my books, I'm just going to buy them. You know what I want a library. And when I finally get my own place, I want a room, the whole room be a library. Like a big library. Not like those big houses you see on TV or like mansions you see. They'll have a library like from floor to ceiling. Or double floors of library. You have a ladder going from one area to the next. I want that. I want books all over the room. And I want the ladder. The only reason I want the ladder in the library is this way I can go climb up on the ladder and then swing back for go like this. Like, whoo! Oh, yeah. So this is funny. So this is a side note here. I have OBS over here, which is real time. OBS is on my screen right here. Real time view of me talking. Then I have Facebook Live, the preview, and it's about like a 5-second delay. This is funny. Reading a physical book. Like I said, I can highlight things, I can circle it, and I'm a visual learner, so actually reading the page, so I'm reading it. Usually I read it out loud to myself, so because I also hearing it is also I don't know what's that learning when you're audible listen learner or whatever. So hearing and reading it, so visual works really well. So I'm getting like all parts of my brain to really understand the content. Because with Security Plus, I can't just memorize the questions. I have to really understand the content because CompTIA exam are very. Let's say it's hard. If you understand the content, you get it. And a lot of people are suggesting take practice tests. When this book has practice tests, that's why I chose this book. I'll do another video about this Security Plus, just Security Plus. But the practice test, no, that's the test. When you take the practice test, know why the answer is correct and why the wrong answers are wrong. And this way, it'll help you better understand the content. All right. So another thing I use to help me study, sometimes I will record myself, and I get permission from my instructors to record classes. Nowadays, since I'm online, if my class is online, we have online meetings. They record it anyways, because if you miss it, you can go back and watch it. So, yeah, cool. I just buffered. But who knows? What else? What else do I do? I read. I like reading the physical book. That was study. I can see it. read it out loud so I can hear it. I highlight stuff, underline. I do take some notes, but I take notes like I feel like it's important or stuff that I need to remember. I don't take a lot of notes. Like my note taking is not like everyone else. My note taking is like really special on that. I just realized I put the long logo up. So I might actually change that logo, but I just realized I put the wrong logo. Anyways, I forgot my train of thought. Oh, so reading the book, highlighting, underlining, writing on the book, taking notes, like maybe like acronym or vocabulary. I'm trying to think what else I do to study. Sometimes I do flashcards. I really haven't seen the best of flashcards. I guess if I keep doing it, maybe I do it right. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't do flashcards. It depends if I want to take the time and actually writing out the flashcards. I should, because writing it out, going through the motions of writing something out, I remember that way. And actually, everyone should. I think a lot of people do that. In practice tests, I try to do practice tests. And like if an instructor, like exams, they usually do practice tests. I do practice tests, you know. And if I'm in a class and they have a PowerPoint, I will review the PowerPoints. You know, I do make notes on the PowerPoints. I review the PowerPoints because it has key stuff, and it kind of triggers. But when I read the PowerPoint, it'll kind of trigger my memory. So, this is what the instructor, the professor talked about. But, yeah. For this exam, however, because it's me, I'm self-studying, learning. I do have, because I'm a cybersecurity major, I do have that background, and I've worked in IT for 10 years, so I have that background. So it'll be a little easier than if I'm just jumping right into it, which I don't recommend you guys do. So with Security Plus. Some people do, but I don't recommend it. Get your A+ if you want to do that. Get at least a couple years under your belt in IT. But, so what I'm doing is I'm reading the book, highlighting, underlining stuff that I feel important. I'm taking the practice tests. A guy on YouTube called Professor Mesa. He creates free videos of Security Plus. So I watched those. I started watching them, and then I realized, you know what? Let me read the book, and if I need to help understand the content, I'll watch those videos on that section, because he does a really nice job of separating the videos into sections, into categories. So that's really nice. And then on his website, Professor Mesa's website, he has his course notes from the videos that you can pay for, the $20. So I'm like, all right. So instead of me writing the notes down, I'll just buy his notes. And a lot of people do that, actually, for Security Plus. I've been watching videos on people taking Security Plus, and a lot of people use Professor Mesa and the course notes. So, yeah. To recap, what did I talk about today? I did housekeeping. I am only doing one more vlog for my video diary 29 years, my last year of my 20s, because I want to concentrate on the quality of the movie instead of upload one movie a month and have like an okay quality movie. I want to make a really nice, best quality movie. So I am documenting stuff that I feel like I want to remember, and so I am going to be filming that. The other thing is I added a goal to my 2020 goals, which is read 20 books in 2020. I call it 20 in 2020. And I am studying for the Security Plus certification. Yep, and I talked about some study skills, study habits I do, which is pretty much I like the physical books and reading it and seeing it. So I read it. When I read it out loud to myself, I hear it, I see it, and I can always go back and then I highlight stuff. I can take notes right in the book, circle stuff, and I do take notes in a notebook. I find that if I type it out, I don't remember it as much as if I actually write it in a notebook, physical paper and pen, because the movement of writing it down, I remember it better. And another study habit is sometimes I use flashcards, sometimes I don't. It all depends. And I just read the PowerPoints or the notes and review that. I will record the lectures if I have that opportunity to, so I can review it and listen to it. I like doing an audio recorder because I can listen to it on a commute or when I'm walking out. Well, actually, I've been walking down a while, so I'm going to start or whatever. Doing whatever, just trying to go to bed, I'll listen to my lecture. There's a lot of stuff I do. And my question for you guys is, what do you do what helps you study? Are there some tips or tricks that you do that maybe I should try that help me? Or is there any that I do that helps you? Or have you tried anything that doesn't happen? Let me know. Tweet me at Nathan Markley, or you can even email them to podcast@nathanmarkley.net. That's pretty much it. I just read the book, highlight, take notes. Sometimes I make flashcards. So thank you all for listening to the Nathan Markley Show. I really appreciate it. And if you're watching this live stream, thank you for watching the live stream. All right, guys, I'll see you all next week. I'll try to do this weekly. Till then, peace, good night, and don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye, guys.
You have been listening to The Nathan Markley Show.